So then, Sharon, tell us a little bit about the work that you've been doing the last few years, or even before that, and what made you want to do what you're doing right now.
So, for the last 10 years, I have been specialising in working with people to help them recover from, to transform their experience of birth.
Okay.
So whether that's your own birth,
Mm-hmm.
whether that's you as a woman giving birth, whether that's you as a father witnessing your partner giving birth, anything to do with birth or being in utero, losing a baby, even not being able to conceive in the first place, so anything around that area. Adoption is quite a big trauma for people as well. So I have been really working with people to help them to overcome and transform these experiences, because you know what, we may not remember our birth, especially as an older child and adult. Younger childs remember their birth experience, but there is consciousness there. It's all recorded in our subconscious.
Yeah.
And it creates the foundation of who we are.
Yeah.
So our experience, even right back from conception, how our conception was, all the way through our time in utero. While we're in utero, we're experiencing the world through our mother's perceptions. So depending on how our mother feels in the world, whether she feels safe, happy, peaceful, joyful,
Right.
the baby will be receiving that. It's the world outside is safe. If mum's living in a environment that's not safe, then the baby's also going to be feeling that not safety,
Yeah.
that non-safety. So going back, what I love to do is take people back into that time and to change that belief. If people are not feeling safe, then when we look at how can we make our younger self feel safe, safe to come in the world, feel excited to come in the world. Being born can be a highly traumatic time as well, depending on how our birth experience is. If we get stuck, or we're pulled out by forceps, or we're cut out through C-section, there's a lot of drugs involved. Our birthing, the way we birth babies now is just getting further and further away from natural birthing process. So also to help mothers, pregnant mothers, to go through a birth experience that is more natural as well. So I help educate women on how to have a natural birth experience, why birth goes wrong. That's what I've written in my book, to educate people why birth goes wrong, what you can do about having experienced that trauma, but also if you've not gone through the birthing process yet, or this is your second child and you want to have a natural birth, then I help women to really achieve a more positive birth experience, because fear stops labour.
Okay.
As soon as you go into fear, nature's designed it that the release of oxytocin, it stops, the adrenaline comes in, it stops the birthing process. So I empower women to feel safe, to feel confident, to be able to go through that labour experience.
Wow.